every single one can be built before you ever step foot in the nether. That means no quartz, no observers, and no comparators, just simple, survival-friendly builds that actually work. Let's start with my favorite one. First up is the XP storage smelter, and if you're not using one of these yet, you're missing out. It's basically your early game power move. Smelt everything now, collect all of the XP later when you actually need it. The first thing we want to do is grab our chests and place down a double chest and run 2 hoppers into the back of that chest. We're then going to grab our furnaces now, and whatever furnace type you choose to use, whether that be furnaces, blast furnaces, or smokers, make sure that both furnaces are the same type. I would recommend using regular furnaces, that way they don't accidentally get clogged, and also it's just the most useful because you can throw everything in here all at once. We're then going to grab our hoppers again, and we're going to throw 2 hoppers onto the front of those furnaces now, and 2 hoppers on top of the furnace. We're then going to grab our double chests again and place down 2 double chests, just like so. And the last thing we have to do is grab our levers and place down levers on both of these furnaces. And just like that, you now have a working XP storage system and a super smelter all in one, and I'm going to show you how you use it. And using this thing really couldn't be any simpler. The top chest here is the input chest, so I went mining earlier, let's say, and I mined all of this iron, and also, I went hunting, so I'm going to throw in some of that raw meat because I want that cooked as well. This is our fuel chest, and this is going to be where you put all of your fuel. I went mining, let's say, and so all of the coal is going into these hoppers and into the furnaces. And the furnaces are smelting, and then all of the outputs are going into this double chest, so you are basically doubling your furnace speed, and also these are storing the XP. So if I just wait like a minute or so, and then I'll show you how many levels we get. Alright, I have no clue how long it's been, but we have, okay, I think the last clip there was 18, so we've smelted 4 iron ingots. I guess I'm super impatient. All we have to do now is go ahead and lock both this, and if we come in here and wait for this to smelt, it's going to get locked in this first slot here, so we can go ahead and grab it. And when we grab it, we're going to gain the XP. So as you see, my XP bar right now, and then when I go ahead and grab it, I collected the XP. So now I have 1 level. If I come over here, collect the iron, collect the XP, now we've got 2 levels. We can go ahead and unlock these, and then everything is going to keep flowing back into this chest. And now the awesome thing is that these furnaces are never going to forget their XP levels. So unfortunately, the glitch where you can keep grabbing XP is gone, but we did just empty XP. But the point is if we had like all of this iron that's meant to be smelted, that's probably going to be quite a bit of XP. So later on, when you have an enchanting table set up and all that, you can go ahead and collect all your levels, get to level 30, and then go and enchant your tools. So this is super useful if you just want to store all of the XP in your furnace without having to collect the levels and not worrying that you're wasting them because you might die. And stick around until the end of the video to see how many levels we get from smelting all of this stuff. Wow, that was hard to do. Next is the fish farm, and no, not that AFK fish farm. This one is click and collect. You fish, it stores. It's simple, quartz free, and way more useful than you'd think, especially when food's tight. Also, this farm is going to get you mending books and enchanted tools, so this thing is awesome. The first thing we want to do is place down our chest and then grab our trapdoors. We're going to place down a trapdoor beside, 1 behind, and then behind the chest, leaving a 1-block gap. Place down 2 more on this side, go ahead and open all of your trapdoors. Then we're going to grab our banner, place down the banner on the front of the chest. We're then going to hop up here and place down a water bucket and waterlog that chest, and we're also going to place down a water bucket behind the chest. Now, some people have a conspiracy theory that placing down a bucket with fish, like a salmon or a cod, in this square is going to help with the rates. I have never seen that, but if you're part of that conspiracy, go ahead and put your fish in here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to dig out these first 3 blocks, and then we're going to dig down 3 more blocks, giving us a 3x4 area, vertically that is. So we're going to remove these blocks all the way down. Let's go ahead and replace that grass. We're then going to grab our chest, place down a double chest at the end here, and then a hopper running into the double chest. And these are always slightly difficult. I just like to hop and crouch, just like so. From here now, we're going to place down a temporary block, and then a rail, and then a minecart with hopper. Go ahead and break the block now, and then place down a sign on the same block as the minecart. We're then going to place down blocks going right here and right here. Grab your ladders now, and we're going to place down a ladder right here and right here so you can climb out. This is going to be where everything ends up. And the last thing we have to do is place down our lava bucket right above that sign. And just like that, you now have a working semi-automatic fish farm, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Again, using this thing really couldn't be any easier. All you want to do is aim into this area of the banner. Anywhere in this lower bit is going to work. Go ahead and cast your rod, and then it is going to bob up and down in that water source, and when eventually you catch a fish, the bobber is going to fall down into the lava, and then the drop is going to go down there, and you're going to collect the XP like we just did. And what did we catch? We caught a raw cod. So now you can just go back, recast your rod, and it's going to do the same thing. So this way, you're never going to miss a fish again. We can literally run anywhere and just let the fish do its thing. So you can literally be like chatting with your friends, catch it, go collect your XP, and if we go ahead and look in the here...
YouVersion Bible app plus audio.
That's insane. See? People who say that you can't get mending books or whatever, look at this. This is a great drop. If you're worried about falling into the lava, all you have to do is place down a temporary block above this chest, and then we're going to place down a slab on this top bit, go ahead and break this block, and now you can't fall into the lava. However, keep in mind that, I don't know what update it is, you can now crouch and be 1.5 blocks tall, so just make sure not to crouch around the farm, but this is going to allow you to continue to fish and not fall into the lava. So I would say that this is a worthwhile investment. Alright, you knew that this one was coming, the classic chicken cooker, but here's the twist. This version doesn't use observers, but it still auto-cooks, and yes, it still works in Bedrock 1.21. The first thing you want to do is place down your chest, and then grab your hopper, and run the hopper into the back of this chest. Go ahead and grab your slab now, and place down the slab on top of the hopper. And I tried to make this thing as resource efficient as possible, so usually we would use a bunch of trapdoors, but this time we're just going to use regular building blocks. So we're going to build up 4 blocks on both sides of the farm. We're going to place down a block right here and run a dispenser pointing into the slab. Just like this. So this is what the front of the farm should look like. Now I'm going to go ahead and come back here now. I'm going to place down the hopper running into the back of this dispenser. And then I'm going to place down a block right here, a block right here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to place some temporary blocks in the center here, and then 2 blocks on this side, 2 blocks on this side, 2 blocks on this side. And then go ahead and remove the center 2 blocks. I'm going to place down a ladder right here, and then a trapdoor on top of that ladder. This is going to be where all of your chickens sit, and the ladder is that way you can easily get out, and your chickens cannot. Let's actually just flip the trapdoor to the other side. So we're going to place down a temporary block, and then trapdoor, remove the temporary block. What this is going to allow you to do is just be able to climb the ladder easier. On the front side here now, we're going to grab our glass, and we're going to place down 3 pieces of glass. We're then going to place down our lava bucket right here, and then our trapdoor on top of that lava. Make sure that that is a trapdoor. It has to be a trapdoor. Just make sure it's a trapdoor, and that's going to stop your chickens from dying, because if that isn't a trapdoor, then when one adult chicken grows up and burns in the lava, there's a glitch that's going to kill all of the baby chickens. So it is super important that that is just a regular trapdoor. I feel slightly embarrassed because I'm going to make you waste a piece of glass, but this glass shouldn't be here, and we're also going to remove these 2 blocks just to smooth out the design a little bit. On this side of the farm now, we're going to come to the left side, and we're going to place down a block right here, a block right here. We're going to place down a repeater facing away from this block, and then run a block into that repeater. We're then going to grab our redstone torch and place it right here so that it powers this repeater, and then place down a redstone dust to create a clock. And this is how we are going to be powering it instead of using observers. So any item that goes into this dispenser is immediately going to get shot out, and then eventually, well, okay, well that item, don't worry, because we're going to be throwing the eggs, so that won't happen. But yeah, so this is going to be how we are powering the thing. So all we have to do now is grab our lever and place the lever down on this block right here and turn it on. So now the farm is off, which is awesome because that is going to allow us to collect up eggs so that we can breed our chickens more easily. So now we need to get adult chickens in here, and however you do that, it's up to you. Just make sure you get 50 chickens. And this is about 50 chickens. The easiest way to get chickens into this farm would be to collect up eggs, throw eggs in here until you have 2 chickens, and then breed those 2 chickens with seeds. And then all of the eggs that they are going to lay are going to end up inside of this dispenser. And if you have the clock turned off, then you're going to create a backlog of eggs, which you can then recycle into the machine to create even more chickens up here. When they do eventually lay their eggs, then all of the baby chickens are going to get thrown out of that dispenser. They're going to end up inside of the farm, and when they grow into adults, they're going to grow up into the lava, and then their drops are going to drop into this chest, and we are going to collect all of the cooked chicken and all of the feathers. So I'm going to sit here, and I'll just show you how many eggs we collect in like 5 minutes. And Once you're done placing chickens up into this upper chamber, all we're going to do now is go and start the farm, and then we're going to let all the baby chickens are thrown out, and they're going to spawn on that slab, and when they grow up, they're going to grow up into the lava, the chicken's going to end up in here, and then we're going to have KFC. I don't know how many times I've made that joke in my life, but I don't know. So yeah, this is going to be the baby chickens, and then just make sure that the farm stays on, and then all of the chicken eggs that they lay are going to be shot out as baby chickens rather than you collecting them for eggs. And this thing is still, like, you saw how many eggs we collected in 5 minutes. This thing is fast. And if you want to stop your design from catching on fire, because occasionally the air block next to the trapdoor will catch on fire and that might light your house on fire, we're just going to place down 4 more blocks like this, and that's going to keep it fireproof. Number 4, the Mob XP Grinder. If you found a spawner underground and you've just blocked it off, go back and dig it up. This is the most basic build and it uses almost nothing, and it gives you infinite XP early on. The first thing you want to do if you haven't already with your mob spawner is you want to place down a torch so no more can spawn, and then you want to exterminate all of the other specimens in the area. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of all of these guys just to make it a little safer for you when you're building the farm. I would also recommend having plenty of torches because it is going to get plenty dark plenty of times, and you really don't want to have mob spawning because that's just going to be annoying. Also, let me know what was in your mob chest because I got diamond horse armor. This next step is the most time consuming. We need to clear out the spawn area, so we're going to remove a 4 block radius around the spawner. So we're going to go out 4 blocks in every direction, just like this. Just make sure, and then same here. We're going to make sure that there are 3 blocks of air above the spawner. So we've got 1, 2, 3, so that's already good. And then we're also going to dig down 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Massive square that fits that criteria, which makes it a 9 by 9 by 7 block area. So I'm going to clear that out and I'll get back to you. And after clearing out your area, it is going to be 9 blocks wide by 9 blocks long by 7 blocks tall, and any caves that were attached just fill with any block to make sure that it is a perfect square. Once you've made sure of that, whatever direction you want the mobs to flow in, so I want my mobs to flow towards that wall right there, we're going to grab our water buckets and place the water flowing in the opposite direction. That way everything flows towards that front wall. We're going to have one here. We're going to grab our water buckets and place the water flowing in the opposite direction. That way everything flows towards that front wall. We're going to have 1 strip of blocks without water, so we're going to dig down 1 block here. We're going to remove the blocks in the wall and place down water sources in both sides, which is going to flow into the center here. We can then remove these next 3 blocks, which is going to allow us to drop the zombies down 3 blocks. And then we're actually going to dig down 4 blocks, and then dig over 2, dig out a 3 by 3 hole, and this is going to be where we AFK, so to speak. We're then going to grab our double chest, place down a double chest on the side here, then run a hopper into that chest. We're going to remove these blocks just to make everything symmetrical. And for now, let's just leave this area open so we can get in and out of the farm nice and easy. And if you have the extra resources to make a few more hoppers and a few more chests, I would recommend having this zigzagging chest pattern. So I would just go ahead and remove these blocks. It's literally just double chests in an alternating pattern with hoppers going back and forth. And that's going to allow you to store more things without having to empty that chest constantly. But again, that's only if you have the resources to do it. You really only need 1 chest. Okay, this next part is by far the most dangerous part of the entire build, but all we have to do now is remove this torch, go back down our tunnel, and then go ahead and make it mob-proof. So I'm just going to quickly remove the torch, we're going to drop down, swim past the zombies, and then fall down here. Go ahead and replace this block right here, and then of course we spawn with a baby zombie. Now in that case, if I was in survival mode, I would have been overpowered by that baby zombie, but I would have had to fight it off. And it wouldn't have been all that bad. But as you can see, all we have to do is place down our 3 slabs in this shape, and now we have a functioning zombie grinder. So now we just sit here, we throw our sword, and we're going to collect all of the XP, and all of the drops are going to go into these chests. So if we go down to our bottom chest, you're going to see all of the rotten flesh, and let's just throw all the stuff we collected from that chest there as well. So yeah, you now have a working zombie grinder. You can use this for XP and for drops. And if you just want to set this up with an auto clicker, or if you feel like an overachiever, then you could go ahead and use a trident killer. But yeah, this is a very awesome farm. And finally, the sugarcane farm. You can go full manual or hook it up to a hopper line. Either way, it's a staple. It's boring, but it's reliable, and it's how you get your first bookshelf, your first map, your first emerald. Also, if you've ever made a sugarcane farm look cool, send me a screenshot because I don't believe you. This next farm is for people who aren't fully content harvesting sugarcane by hand, just with simple rows like this. However, I'm being honest, I usually just take my sugarcane and I run over to a